Morning guys, so new day, new job over in Watford, complete bathroom refurb, start to finish rip out, new bath, new sink, new toilets, niches, fully tiled. This is what we're dealing with. This has all got to come out, rag's got to come off, all the tiles have got to come off, all that's got to come out. I'm going to put a sealed system in there, I think. Well, I'll see, you'll double check for that. Yeah, this is the job. Okay guys, so tiles have arrived, so I've now got to lug them up 3 flights of stairs because my labourer phoned in sick. So in between taking the rubbish down, I'm bringing out tiles, but not getting on, not doing too badly. You can see toilets out, sinks out, most of the tiles are off. There's only that bit there and behind the rad. There's obviously been issues with the bath, as you can see, so we're going to have to replace a lot of this flooring. As you can see, they never siliconed the bath to the wall, so the water's just poured down when the seals broke on it. Good little tip for you when you're taking out our old baths: if it's got the brass nuts on the taps, keep them, because the plastic ones that come with a lot of taps these days are absolutely crap. So if you keep these ones in your box, you can always replace them, and you know you've got a good solid fixing on your taps. The plastic ones split and they're a bitch to replace once the tap's in place. Little tips always help. That's how easy they're coming off. This is because they haven't primed the walls, guys. Always prime your walls, seal it, especially on new plaster. The only thing holding these on is a bit of suction. It's not actually glued. Scrap. So the tiles are here, and we've managed to get them carted from the car park through the forecourt and unload them here. They've now got to go up that flight, into the apartment, and then up another 2 flights. And of course my labourer phoned in sick, so it's on me to get them up. The joys. Today we've got to get the floor up, and all the panelling out of this boxing so that we can get into it. So see, we've already lifted some of the floor. It was not in good nick, it was very badly patched up. We've capped the rad pipes because they've got to be moved. So we've started taking the plasterboard off of there. That plies also got to come off because we've got a concealed system going in that bit. And that's got to come off, but it'll be re-plied. And then we'll put tile board on there afterwards already. Because obviously we've got to adjust this pipe work for the new base. How you doing, guys? As you know, we're doing this bathroom. Now, we've taken the floor up because the floor was fucked. But I've never seen such a fucking shambles in my life. Look at the state of these fucking joists. Alright, so as you can see, touching. If I go right to the end, they're still touching, but look at this. It's a free trimmer. It's a free joist trimmer. And it's about fucking 5mm out. And look at that one. Daylight under there as well. How am I meant to put a fucking decent floor in for a bathroom? And look, that one's fucking it low. I mean, what the fuck goes through these fucking builders' minds? Now look at that fucking gap. I mean, what the fuck are you meant to do with that? Look at these joists, look at the fucking height difference. Okay, so we know the joists are fucked. None of them are level. So I've packed them out on the first board. So as you can see, I've got packers there to get the height, get the level, and a load of expanding foam glue under the board so that it will fill the voids. Void the voids, hopefully get our boards a bit flatter, make it life easier for tiling. Wankers, if you ever put these joists in. Okay, so all the new flooring has now been laid with expanding foam, glue, packers and screws, and it's nice, solid, flat. Anything we haven't done is this bit, which has still got a bit of a dip, but we're going to put a 6mm tile board on top of all this anyway. Glue that down and screw it so that'll get us completely flat across there then. That'll be flat as anything. And then this will all be solid, ready for tiling then. I've taken the ply off that wall. This frame wasn't even secured, so I've screwed it to the wall there and there. To the triple trimmers along there, so it's now solid. We've got to put some ply in there tomorrow for the concealed cistern. Adjust that pipe work for the new basin. The bath hasn't got a tap on the bath, it's in the wall, so they've got to be routed back into the wall and come back out just above the bath at 150 centre, so that's got to be done tomorrow. We've removed all this crap plasterboard that was on there, and we're going to glue this tile board to that wall. That'll all be tile boarded once it's replied. The floor will have a 6mm tile board. We've got to dot and dab some tile board on that wall, then we can measure off for our pipes that are coming out the wall for the wall mounted tap. We've put a block under the saw pipe, and we're block under the waste for the sink because that was never there. We've plumbed in our concealed cistern. Good thing about these is they can be completely boxed in because you just get your hand in and everything just pulls out or unclips and comes out through there, so everything can be replaced just by putting your hand in this hole. And then there's a big white flush plate that goes on top of there. This gets trimmed to your finished tile edge. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. So what we've done is we put a 6mm board down, a 12mm board and a tile and another 6mm board just to lift the toilet off the floor so we can get our heights set. So we've got 6mm going on here anyway. We've got 6mm being glued down and screwed down on top of this tile board, and then you're going to have your 10mm tile. So by going for a 12mm spacer, that allows for a bit of gear and your 6mm, and then another 6mm board allows for a bit of gear in your tile. It gives you a nice bed to work on. That means if anything, I might be a little bit high. It means I can just lower them down a tad once I've tiled the floor, which is nice and easy. So okay guys, so we've dot and dabbed that wall now. So that's level and plumb and flush with the existing. We're now modifying this pipe work. That's going to be where our bath tap and shower wall comes out. The tap for the bath doesn't go on the bath, it comes off as part of this kit. So we're going to keep those isolates under the bath for easy access, and then we're just going to bend the pipes back and link them in. That way we've got isolators under the bath if we ever have a problem. We've added these for strength. We've got to put a little niche in here for her shampoo. Can't put it that side because the soil pipe, so she just wants a little niche in there, which we haven't made yet, just to put some shampoo. Okay guys, so our taps are in, plumbing for taps, the niche is in, and we've primed the floor ready for our tile board. We've already cut the tile board ready, so you just got the matter of stick it down with some rapid set flexible adhesive, and then when that's gone off we throw a few of the screws with washers in it. So here we go, so as you know that's all been dot and dabbed now. There's our niche, our pipes are through for the shower and bath tap. We've left the isolators in down there. Our new concealed cisterns in. And as you can see, we've got a nice thick coat of primer on the floor. We're just going to let that dry. And then we're going to throw all our 6mm tile board down. Okay guys, so our tile board is now down. As you can see, we've staggered our joints. Now I'm not going to lie to you, this floor is not level, but it is flat. To get this floor level, I would have had an inch step nearly going in, and you can't have that because then you've got the height of the tiles and everything else, but at least it's flat, which means I will now get a nice flat floor when I lay my tiles, because they're 600 by 600, so it's going to make my life a lot easier. Getting my mats down, put the screws in that tomorrow. We've got our tile, we've got about 6mm under that tile at the moment, but I've still got a bit more space to raise it up for the bed for adhesive. Baths in there, lovely and square. That's going to be a nice square finish there. So there's another 12mm tile board to go on that. 6mm tile board in there. Temporary tap. Working toilet for the moment. And today, so we've now boxed in our end of the bath, which is going to be flush tiled. Got a panel on there. We're not going to do this section yet because I need to get the floor tiled, find our line, because we've got to have an inspection panel at this end so that we can get to those isolators and the trap if we ever need to do any servicing. We've got to put our backer board in there, and our waste has now come for the sink, so we can now check these pipes are the right height, get a batten in there, and then we can get our ply on and finish our backer board there. Then we're basically ready for tiling. So I've got my boxing in. I've got a little lip there so my tiles can fit almost flush. That's all been siliconed. My bath panels in, that's all got to be tiled, but again I've got a lip for my tiles. It will be slightly proud, but I want to put a silicone bead on the top. I will finish the frame off once I get my tile line down the wall, because I need to put an inspection panel in there. Obviously we've got to cut these pipes still so that they fit better, but we've got the tile to go on still, so they'll be trimmed afterwards. That's now in at the right height with an adjustable bottle trap. My niche is all ready to go, being siliconed and sealed inside and out. Floors start ready. I'm just looking at my laser line now, trying to get me an idea for how many tiles are going to go. At the moment, my 600 by 600 tiles will be a full tile there, minus the width of the floor, and it gets smaller over there, so it's under 600, so I can do a full tile with a rip all the way around and get to a nice full tile. It's a full tile above the bath with a tile on there. It'll be a full tile straight across as well. I've got a nice big cut at the top. Not sure how I'm going to do the returns yet. I'm either going to go a full tile to that pencil mark and have a rip. That rip will be basically what's left of this tile when we do the cut. So when I come around the corner, there's about 100mm cut off this tile. So that could go there, which would keep that look of full tiles going around the wall. Unfortunately, I have got to cut through my niche, but I'm not going to lower it down to try and avoid that, because then it's a big cut out there. So I'm just going to go with it and put slivers in. It's just the way I'm going to do it, but it'll be fine. Obviously, nearly a full tile all the way across there as well, which is really good, because my full tile comes about here. So I've got a minor cut just across the top of that, so that's nice. I've got to remove all this paint because, as you can see, it just peeled off. So it's all got to be primed, scraped back to plaster on this side. Okay guys, so we've now tiled the bath wall. So that's the bath wall all done. We're going to start on this wall now. Just going to work out the best way to get the pattern to look nice, to follow that line in the round. I'm thinking putting a sliver cut in there. What we took off these tiles, just cleaned up and putting them back in. One, it minimises the waste, it gives the look of a full tile going around the corner, and then you get a full tile in the centre. That laser line's the centre of my tile then, works quite nicely. It will have an adverse effect on me on that bit, but I'll have to deal with that tomorrow on Monday. You can see we've started laying out, these aren't stuck yet, these are just dry fitted. We just better stick these three and then we can carry on with our niches, with our niche, get that wall finished, get these cuts in, and then we can start on that section of wall. We're getting there slowly. So we've now got that done, we've still got a tile inside the niche. We're just sorting out our cuts now for this return. That wall's now finished. This wall is done. Obviously we've still got the floor and the floor line to cut the tiles for. We're getting there, slowly. Get the floor done, try and get this tiling finished today. So it's all now been de-pegged, grout lines cleaned, tiles washed. So yeah, it's looking the part now, the niche is looking good. Everything's looking good. So, get this section done now. Get this floor done, get this toilet out. Okay guys, so we've pre-cut all the tiles for the floor. I've lifted them now because we had to get the primer down. So basically this whole section here has all been cut. We've got these, some of these preliminarily cut, but I need to take the caps off these radiator pipes. So I've got to drain down the heating because I don't want big ass holes on the floor that the cover plates won't cover. So my hole cutters will not go over those caps. So I've got to drain down, lift them caps off, and then once, because I'm using rapid set, so I'm going to lay all of these tiles, and then I can trim and make sure my holes are in the right place here, and just do the final 2-3 cuts here. Okay guys, so I've had enough for one day, it's just too hot. But we're getting there. We just got the bath panel and the end of the bath to do and grout. And then it's second fix the bits and pieces that need to go on, which will be Friday. Start tomorrow, finish it Friday to take our time Friday, get it all sealed up nicely. So as you can see, we've got our floor done. Now to save on tiles, because we are literally down to 2 packs, and that's just enough to do that, and put one in down there because we didn't want to cut one yet. So we followed that line down the floor, but on this one we went a half tile, purely because we didn't want little cuts like that and waste too much tile. 2 little cuts down there would be just a joke. So we're doing it that way, client's well happy. Got a nice big central row of tiles down the middle, and the line runs straight down there, so a bath panel will run up there and up there. Job done. Niche is done. everything's done. Tiles, toilets all been cut back, it just needs to be fixed to the floor and siliconed, which we will do. So happy days, we're getting there. Okay guys, it's official, we've finished tiling, we just got to get it all cleaned, check the grout lines, polish up all the dust off the tiles, and then we're going to grout. So there you go, floor's done, bath panel's done. That panel does come off at the end, it's just held on with them clips temporarily. But yeah, looking nice. So we've got a very slight lip there, which is what I wanted, because I want to put a bit of silicone there to get a better seal. Yeah, it's looking nice. Okay guys, so we're getting there. Sorry, I'm just eating. It's all grouted now. You'll notice that I haven't grouted around the floor line, up any of the corners. I don't like to, because there's timber, a lot of timber in this bathroom, and timber moves. And when timber moves, it will crack the grout in the corners. So what I like to do is I like to silicone all my corners thoroughly. That way I know I've got a little bit more movement and it's not going to crack or leak. So you can see now, we're all grouted. But you will notice the dark lines around the floor line. That's where I'm going to put silicone beads. Around the bath panel, under the bath is going to be siliconed. That panel is going to get a silicone grout rather than a normal grout, because it needs to be able to cut out and removed. That corner needs grout, silicone, all that needs silicone, that corner needs silicone. We just got to give the tiles one more wash once it's gone completely dry. Floor's all nicely grouted now as well. So, okay guys, we're done for today. Done pretty well. So we've got it all grouted. Radiators in and connected, and for those of you wondering why the pipes were so far off the wall, now you know. Toilets in, sinks in, all up and running. Still got the bath bits to do, but we need to silicone everything tomorrow, and I want to get this all give it another clean tomorrow. But yeah, it's looking nice. Just got the door, some electrics, changing that, and we're changing that. We've got a towel holder to go on the wall here. She wants a toilet roll holder, but I don't know where she's going to put it, other than using one of these. Inspection panel's just going to be siliconed in. I got carried away because I've siliconed here, down there, behind the toilet, because I didn't want to have to try and do that when it was all in. So I'll have to cut that silicone off tomorrow, remove it, because I'm like an idiot. I left the bath valves under there turned off, and I've got to connect them up. But that's just me being an idiot. But yeah, all in all, I reckon it's looking pretty damn good. How we doing guys? So we're finished. Got a happy client, and it's looking lovely. So that's all in silicone now. Bath panels all looking nice and siliconed. Up there siliconed. All around the bath. There's the shower, bath and tap and shower mixer. Screen's on. Unfortunately this screen has got no adjustment in it, and our wall that was already here isn't very level, so it doesn't seal very well, but the client's happy just to keep it as is. Nothing to do with us, it's just no adjustment on it, because it's just one of these with the hinges. So she's been onto the company because there's nothing on their website that says there's a tolerance of how level the wall's got to be. But otherwise, it's all siliconed. Mirrors on the wall. Sinks all siliconed. New shaver. New fan switch. New light switch. Towel rail. All siliconed up. And the bottoms. She's having to keep that toilet roll holder because we decided there wasn't anywhere to put one. So she's going to look at getting something similar but brass. And covering this side. There's your towel radiator. And up there, all looking lovely. Yes, the door does hit it, but it's wood on the metal. There's nothing else, so it's not going to do any damage. And we'll probably, at some point, I've got to come back, change the toilet seat, so we'll probably put a doorstop down there. But yeah, otherwise, looking good. The bath panel there is literally just siliconed in around the edge. And as you can see, siliconed above that, and in that edge there, no grout, so it's got a little bit of movement. Don't forget guys, like, share, follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel.